Welcome back to Crystal Clear on the Roundtable. I'm AwestruckVox, and we have quite a bit of new footage to go over. Both Cartoon Network US and Cartoon Network Brazil uploaded promotional material that features brand new footage from next week's May special. Now, Brazil actually says they're going to air the episode, I think either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time zones, even though it was slated to not air. So either it was so much of a last minute fix they weren't able to correct it in this video, or it's just airing and we're gonna have spoilers out there for about a week. Speaking of spoilers, spoiler warning on this video, while this is officially released and international, some people want to go into these episodes blind. So if you don't want any of the experience ruined, even though personally I don't think this gives away anything too much in depth, although we can piece it together a bit more, just click off if you want to be safe. Without further ado, let's dive in. Now, the Cartoon Network US promo isn't anything spectacular. It's just Steven rolling out of the moon base, assumably to the barn, but the Diamond theme is playing over it. So it's trying to give you the illusion that, oh, Steven's encountering something related to Pink Diamond or a White Diamond. No, it's just the barn. Perhaps Lapis is leaving? I'm not really sure. Perhaps as he's chasing Lapis, Lapis says don't, and that's why he has that reaction. And while I appreciate Cartoon Network trying to hype people up, they're just being misleading because you're trying to give the illusion by playing the Diamond theme that Steven is uncovering some grand revelation here, when most of us can piece together, yeah, that's just Lapis in the barn. So I don't know, I can see that taking some people off. Moving on to the Cartoon Network Brazil footage, these are actual clips from the episodes, and we have translations floating around. And this footage comes from a single Pill Rose. Now, a fan sent me this translation over Twitter DMs, but it originates from Reddit, so credit to the user SadCats. Now, with this first scene, we have Pearl and Amethyst returning to the temple, discussing Pearl's phone. Amethyst states, "I can't believe you had that phone for a month and didn't use it once." To which Pearl retorts, "Well, I used it to check the time." You know, just having casual conversation about cell phones and technology, Pearl getting used to having a smartphone. And this entire time, Steven just has this look on his face like he wants to talk to Pearl about something. Similarly, whenever Lapis shows him on the moon base involving Pearl, Steven is just trying to hold it in, he's dying. So while Steven may have saw something very serious and very intriguing, they're still playing it for comedy, which isn't inherently bad. Personally, I don't prefer it, but I do recognize this is a predominantly kids show. Comedy is a huge aspect to its tone and execution, so it's nothing major to cry over. While Steven's just itching to ask Pearl about what he saw, Amethyst and Pearl take a selfie, as Amethyst wants Pearl to change her wallpaper. Afterwards, she explains, messages are here, you have to click on this green icon, which is obviously a reference to, well, I use iPhone, so I'm not sure if it's the same for Android, but to get to iMessages and text, you gotta click a green bubble. Simple stuff, using humor to play up a situation. It's nothing new to Steven Universe. However, this next part, it's crazy and it expands on the lore. Now, the synopsis for the episode is Steven helps Pearl find her phone, and I thought that it was just a mystery, that'd be a small part of the episode, but no. It seems as if we get to the answers by Steven actually helping Pearl look for her phone, because Pearl sends Steven inside of her gemstone. We see Steven arrive inside of Pearl's gem, and awaiting him is another Pearl, which prompts Steven to ask, "There's a Pearl inside Pearl's Pearl?" Pearl states, "Oh, Steven, where do I store you?" Certainly not with the spears. Human paraphernalia, to which Pearl scrolls over, we see a pearl point, a screwdriver, a staple, hospital items, tissues, paper rolls, I believe a television, you know, mundane earth stuff. Pearl's about to stick Steven in with everything else when he shouts, "Wait, don't store me. Send me where to retrieve your phone." Pearl remarks, "Phone? Alright, let's see. Phone. So it's very apparent Pearl, well, the Pearl inside Pearl's Pearl, isn't aware of why Steven is in there, which means she would not be aware of how Steven was behaving prior to coming inside Pearl's gem. So if Steven does ask Pearl about what he's seen on the moon base, and you know, Pearl does her thing, covers her mouth, but then Steven goes inside of Pearl's gem, you know, looking for her phone, then that Pearl wouldn't have any reason to hide her true memories. See where I'm going with this? But also the concept of just there being a Pearl inside of a Pearl is so cool to me. Pearlception. And it makes me wonder, is that just for our Pearl or is that for all the gems? Like, when all the gems summon their weapons, as we see here, there are an abundance of spears. Does that mean Amethyst can store stuff inside of her gem that inside of Amethyst's gem is a bunch of whips? But then she can also store her own personal items like junk food and other stuff she likes that Pearl would call garbage. How would that work for Garnet, someone who summons her gauntlets without pulling them out of her gemstone? How does that work for Jasper? Why does Pearl have so many mundane items out of her gemstone? There's so many questions. But yeah, so this Pearl's unaware of what's going on in the outside world. I believe that safeguard, whatever's up her Pearl, is gone. And here's the big one. So I thought it was gonna be a dream. Steven falls asleep, sees someone's eyes, but no. That shot of him, I assumably waking up, is when Pearl and Amethyst return to the house. And we're going to get our answers by Steven going inside a Pearl inside of a Pearl. Yeah, we cannot have seen that coming. I don't care what anyone says. There is no way that was predictable. And that's what I love about Steven Universe. When they do surprises, they go all out. And you're more likely wondering what the hell is going on. Well, Steven says Pearl inside Pearl's Pearl. Is this for the phone or what? To which this Pearl, past Pearl, states, we were the only ones left. Homeworld, they were leaving. We thought we won. There was a shiny light in all the others. And then it cuts off. So again, I'm assuming that shot we see right here in the other promo could have been the corruption blast, the corruption light, whatever you call it. And it seems that from going inside various Pearls, Steven can access all of Pearl's memories. And just going off episodes like Your Mother and Mine or Jungle Moon, what's going to happen is that the first few minutes of this episode, like 2, 3, Pearl and Amethyst talking about Pearl's phone, Pearl stores it inside of her head, she can't take it back out, she doesn't know where it is, Steven goes inside Pearl's gem, and then he goes inside that Pearl's gem thinking, alright, maybe that Pearl doesn't know where her phone is, so maybe she put inside her own gemstone. Sorry if that sounds very confusing, I hope you're following along. So Steven ends up inside of Pearl's memories. And I believe what we're seeing here will be at the 4 or 5 minute halfway point, so we'll still have about, 5-6 minutes left of the episode to enjoy. And honestly, depending on how fast paced they are, that's a lot of ground to cover. The concept of Pearl's head alone is pretty wild to me. Thus, I'm impressed they didn't spend an episode just exploring that, and then at a later time we have the phone thing, and that's what leads to the flashback. Instead, we're getting it all in one go. Just look at the show's track record, things like the Pelican, or how there was another moon base on Jungle Moon, were all foreshadowed by previous events. Here, this wasn't foreshadowed, we just dive in. It's so unlike Steven Universe in the best way possible. So yeah, while we still don't have any major revelations on Pink Diamond yet from any of this footage, we have a pretty basic idea of how this episode will go down now. And that excites me. This is the kind of stuff I want to see. Give us an idea of what's going to happen without, blowing all of your load. So yeah, much like Storm in the Room when Steven goes inside Rose's room, going inside Pearl's head is definitely going to be the halfway point or the second act of the episode, and the third act will be the grand revelation. And it truly seems like we're finally going to learn what happened to Pink Diamond. Something's got to give, and I actually really admire the fact they're doing this in the wackiest way possible. Now, because it is Pearl's kind of things and her memories, one, if we do find out how Pink Diamond was shattered, it confirms that, yeah, Pearl had a role in it. But two, it means we still may not learn every single thing. But Rebecca Sugar did say these episodes are the accumulation of stories they've been trying to tell for 6 years. She stated that these episodes and the run-ups that follow change everything, so... By the way, I'm paraphrasing here, these aren't her exact words, but either way, we're on the brink of something. I expect a great and incredible change to the story, which is scary because we've been hyped so many times anticipating a great change so many times. But if Steven is right there in Pearl's mind, I'm anticipating some great stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Again, if the episode airs tomorrow like it's slated to from this video, that'll be wild. It'll definitely throw fans in disarray. Do I watch it? Do I not? There are spoilers out there. And then all of us TV Universe content creators, do we talk about it? Do we wait? I honestly don't know what to expect. But this is where I turn the conversation over to you guys. What do you think? What are your theories? Let us know in the comments below. You can also tweet your thoughts directly to me at AwestruckVox. We're at the Roundtable on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Roundtable Vids. If you want to help us grow, subscribe to the Roundtable on Patreon. Get access to exclusive perks and have your name featured at the end of the video like all these beautiful, wonderful people. Also, swing by our Teespring store. Pick up some merch. Links to everything in the description. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, stay in the loop of all things Steven. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day. AwestruckVox, out.